From the gun, the running back has it. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9.
Defense came into this one knowing they were going to see some tempo. They've got to get the call from the sidelines, get it communicated, get lined up.
Throwing, Mack. Out wide right, it's Edwards. And they'll stop him just short of the first down, just inches away from moving the sticks. From the gun on 3rd down, it's Mack. Perfect timing on the hit to keep him from making the grab, and the defense forces a 4th down.
Coaches look at this stat every single football game. How do you execute?
Hold on a minute. The offense still out there going for it in their own territory. He'll go to the sneak. Knocked down, but he's got enough to move the chains and convert that 4th down. Alabama quickly back to the line.
Yeah, and 4th and inches, you know what's coming. You know they're going to run the quarterback sneak, but it's one of the hardest plays in football to stop. You got to find a way to dive from the defensive line spot and stop the feet of the quarterback, and they couldn't do it. And listen, they only needed inches. That's what makes it so difficult to stop.
Using his legs, it's Hill. Picked up maybe 3 on the play at 2nd and 7.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire...
Intercepted. Takes it the other way. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position. Moore fires to the tight end, and he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one. The corners are walked up tight. Time has expired here in the quarter, and Oregon has the lead as we get a look at the stats. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the 2nd. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Out wide left, it's Moore. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Ducks! Well, just as you would expect, that didn't take very long.
It didn't, Reese, and you've got to make great field position count. When you've got opportunities, you got to pay it off. And the offense took advantage, scoring a touchdown. Didn't have far to go, but they got the points they needed.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Here comes that Alabama offense. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success.
Makes the grab in their space. They corral him out of bounds, mark it down at the 38, and this offense might have something going.
This offense has a lot of different ways they can attack you, and you're going to see the entire playbook at work in this game. Throwing it, running it, and getting guys the ball out on the perimeter.
Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. Turning it on. The 10. Touchdown Ducks. Welcome to Autzen Stadium in Eugene. It's the Alabama Crimson Tide and the Oregon Ducks. Reese Davis, David Pollock, Jesse Palmer with you, and Holly Rowe is down on the sideline. Hello, Holly.
When you talk about decibels, making it hard to play for the opponents, the first stadium you've got to think about is Autzen Stadium in Eugene, Oregon. This is one of the most acoustically challenging places for opponents to step onto the field. The loud and the proud, the Ducks make noise whenever opponents come to town. Guys, back to you.
Holly, thank you. Alabama about to kick off to get things started. They'll move the wide receiver. He couldn't get it to the corner as this defense opening things up with a big play.
Got to give the defense credit. Watching film, anticipating. They knew that this offense had this play in their back pocket. They knew about the speed of this wide receiver and different ways they were going to try to get him involved. Everybody on defense on the same page, playing together. I love it.
Moore with the play fake. Rush
Yes,
right in his
sir.
face.
Yes,
He sacked
sir.
this defense all over it.
Get it, baby.
And this is going to be the matchup for this defense all game long, containing the QB speed, because he can get out and he can roll. Nice job early in this football game, judging his speed, getting out there, getting the sack, and most importantly, getting a hit on him early in this football game so he can physically...
He's got it on the outside. And they were looking for a chunk play, and they got it. The explosive picks up more than 30.
Obviously, massive play by the offense, picking up a big first down on an explosive. But, David, third down defense, it's one thing to allow a first down, but you've got to make tackles.
Catch inside the 30 and still running. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. The Ducks have it with a 1st and 10. Moore, play action.
No.
Here comes the heat.
No.
Still looking
No.
for a man.
Oh, my
Into
God.
the end zone. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Oregon. You thought it was noisy when the Duck rolled out on that motorcycle? Decibels through the roof in the House of Loud.
And what a great job getting this crowd going early. This is not one of the biggest crowds in the country, but Autzen Stadium is one of the loudest places you will ever be in, and they love their Ducks.
He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Now they'll run it to the right here. Able to pick up a couple before he's dragged down at the 19. Alabama pushing the tempo.
And that wasn't a big game, but look at the offense. Right back on the ball, ready to call a play, ready to go fast.
Into the pile, maybe got one. He stopped at the 21.
A lot of times you see these defenses, man, they pull the run blitzes. They understand the formations. It might be a run, play the percentages, and then you got to deal with the big defensive tackle inside. So more bodies near the line of scrimmage. Everybody's got to pick him up, but they didn't block the most important guy, the big fella right in the middle.
And they can't make the connection on third down.
Well, it's not quite the start this offense wanted to have on third down. It's their first opportunity. That one falls incomplete. They're going to have to be better on those critical downs as this game goes on.
They're already down a touchdown early, and the last thing they need to do is go 3 and out and give the ball right back to that offense. They'll go for it on fourth down. It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. And that decision will be questioned for a while.
Hey, at this point of the game, 4th and short, no problem going for it. 4th and medium, I think it's too early to start taking some of these chances. I think you need to just let the game play out a little bit and trust your defense.
They'll go play action with Moore. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
And these coaches have these play sheets over there on the sidelines, and there's so many calls they want to call, and they want to make explosive plays, but you got to protect your QB, and he's already been sacked. Now he's hit again. Like, they've got to protect him up front if they want a chance of doing damage on the offensive side of the football.
Throws for the tight end. He's got it. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Ducks. A quick strike, just as we expected.
And quick strikes are easy when you got such a great field position. Obviously, when the offense starts in such a good spot, puts the defense in a bad position, and the offense takes advantage.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point makes it 14-0. They didn't have a whole lot of real estate in front of them when they took over possession, but they wasted no time. Couple of plays into the end zone. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Russell.
Hold the ball.
They get enough rush, and it pays off the sack at the 20. Alabama quickly back to the line. Pulls it on the option. And they swarm him under. How can a stadium this size make so much noise? You can't hear yourself think on third down here in Austin. Trying to squeak through the pile. He'll be stopped short. It'll bring up fourth down as this defense makes him play.
And it's not a decision time. You're going for this. You're near midnight.
Look at this, guys. The offense appears to be going for it from their own side of the field. Making the adjustment on the play. The give on fourth. He's not quite going to get there. They'll turn it over on downs as the defense stops him a few yards short.
That's a great job there by the defense here early in this game, getting a huge stop, and they've got an opportunity to make the opponent pay. Offense taking over now in great field position. Let's see what they can do here from a play calling standpoint to try to put some points on the board.
Right side, it's Moore. And he'll take it in. Texas, DKR Texas Memorial Stadium. It's the Alabama Crimson Tide and the Texas Longhorns. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer here in the booth. Holly Rowe is down on the sidelines, and we check in with her right now.
Here in Austin, DKR is one of the most iconic stadiums in college football. Texas Memorial Stadium, the fans, the burnt orange. You've got Bevo here on the sideline. There is so much love every time you come to a college football game here. History in the making at DKR. Guys, back to you.
Holly, thank you. The Longhorns ready to put toe to leather, and here we go. He wisely lets that one bounce through the back of the end zone, and they'll take over at the 25. Handoff to the lone back. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They'll get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. Alabama pushing the tempo. The Tide will have to call their first timeout. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. So already a challenge on this opening drive. It's 3rd and 9. Keeps it on the bootleg. And a big deflection on 3rd down forces a 4th down.
That is exactly how you set a tone when you're on defense, and especially when you're at home. If you can get them and force them into a punt early, keep that crowd going and involved, man, is it fun to play defense.
On his way back from the 20. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. Manning with a play fake. Throws to the wideout. Wide open downfield. Brought down after the huge gain gets this offense set up at the 27. They dialed up the perfect call. Splendid execution. Now they've got it. Threatening 1st and 10 from the 27. Running inside. It's Smothers. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the 1st down. And the Longhorns are threatening in the red zone. Tells to run. Wants to pass. Out wide right. It's Smothers. That completion takes them down to the 7-yard line, and they are ready to strike. On the ground, it's Smothers. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4. Alabama calls its 2nd timeout of the half. They burned a couple early, now down to just 1 timeout to work with. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. Manning tries to pick it up on 3rd down. Complete out of the backfield. He'll be stopped short. It'll be 4th down, and let's see what the decision is here. The secondary walks up on the line, showing press coverage. Touchdown, Longhorn! Quick strike through the air for the score. Smokey the Cannon, not the only one using explosives around here, and it has electrified this Longhorn crowd.
I mean, coming out on point, coming out dissecting the defense, scoring early in front of this crowd. You know good and well, all these fans love their school. Texas has got so much pride. This gets them going early.
harsh there, defense. Oh, get out of here.
And the ball will make it into the end zone. No return on that one for a touchback. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Throwing Russell. Rolling to the right, trying to make something happen. Fights off a defender. He was able to squirt free and pick up a few and avoid a negative play there. Looking to throw, it's Russell. Unloads to the wideout. He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play.
Sometimes it takes quarterbacks a few plays to really get into the rhythm of the game and not force things. I think the quarterback at that time was really trying to force the ball to his wide receiver, but against man coverage, there were other guys on that play that were open that could have had a chance. So this quarterback just needs to settle down a little bit. He won't be throwing as many incompletions if he just lets the coverage tell him where to go with the ball.
These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these third down situations.
Fires to the wideout. Caught, it's Rodgers.
There it is.
And a big-time grab there. Knocked down immediately, but not before he gets it to the 40. He's knocked down at the 34, but they're sort of hitting them in the mouth with a 6-yard pickup there.
I like this idea by the offense going hurry up here. You just had a very nice run. Let's get back up to the line of scrimmage and go fast.
Makes the tackle right at the 28-yard line. Pick up a 5, and they'll move the sticks.
Well, the offense didn't have the result they wanted on that first drive, having to punt, but they're having a lot more success here in the second drive. They're having some balance.
Snags it, and there's running room. He is wrestled down at the 17-yard line. They've got a first down in the red zone. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Driving forward, it's Hill. And after the tackle, that will bring us to the end of the first quarter. Guys, it is Texas who holds the lead, and we've reached the end of one. Before we move on, let's take a look at our stats so far. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the second. Kept it on the ground on first down, now back to the line. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
I like offenses being creative. I'm not sure if that was the best place to call that play. I think this offense needs to think about just doing things a little bit more by the book. They've got a lot of good playmakers. You don't have to reinvent the wheel this early in the game.
And this offense put together a really good drive, man. Like, that was a good drive, but third down in the red zone when the field starts to shrink, they really struggle to try to find a play to get someone open.
Didn't make him sweat at all. It's good. That'll bring him to within 4.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So Texas has it again, and here comes the offense. They unleashed an aerial assault last time that took them right to the end zone, David.
So, Reese, with that drive, I think you've accomplished something you wanted to accomplish. Make this defense.
Dashes the heart of the knee. And they're getting it rolling with that play to the 42-yard line.
When you talk about creating big plays in the running game like this makes the game really easy. Actually, when you've got a guy like this that you can hand it to, With this much speed and elusiveness, just hard to bring down in the open field. What a big gain for the offense.
That last play is the kind of thing the offense can really build some momentum on, and now they've got it 1st and 10 outside the 40. Under pressure, and he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
I know that one falls incomplete, but I love the idea of finding ways to get this running back the ball, right? You can hand it off to him. He's got really good hands. Already has a few catches in this game. I think you keep trying to leak him out of the backfield and let him take advantage of this defense throwing the ball.
And I tell you what, I know it's little when these QBs miss and the ball's not right to them, but man, it makes such a difference with yards after the catch, and in this case, even catching the football. It was just a little bit off, and it just made it a little bit difficult for his wide receiver to try to make the catch.
He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain. They've already converted a 4th down in this game. They'll try to make it 2 for 2. Fourth down, Manning. Throws to the wideout. Left side is Wingo. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the 1st down and a gutsy call to keep this drive alive.
Yeah, I got to be honest. I don't know if the defense was expecting that type of throw on 4th down. It looked like they were all huddled close to the line of scrimmage, looking for something in the quick game, but instead the quarterback takes a shot vertically down the field and catches the defense off guard.
Hit and stopped right there. Not much on that pickup.
And I think this is the part of the field where your alert should go up. Like, the radar should go up. These touch passes, like, to get to the perimeter. You've got the middle really secure with bigger bodies and more people in the box. So, nice job by this defense, seeing the ball spit out wide to a playmaker, being ready for it, and getting him on the ground.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they'll talk it over to see if they can build on this lead before halftime. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. Corner's right up on that line of scrimmage. Straight ahead, it's Smothers. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line.
And those plays from a defensive perspective, man, they're just super annoying because now I'm in the worst spot ever, 3rd and manageable. Like, I don't know if you're passing, don't know if you're running, so nice job by this offense keeping this defense off balance and creating a 3rd down opportunity that's in their favor.
Now the Longhorns will call the 1st of their 3 timeouts. The brain trust getting thoughts together for this big 3rd down coming up.
Here we go.
Manning lines up in the gun on 3rd down. Right side, it's Smothers. They get him stopped at the 2, but it'll be 1st and goal. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. They'll dial up the run on 1st and goal. They finally get a hold of him, knocking him down behind the line of scrimmage. He had been running wild. After getting knocked back, it's 2nd and goal from the 4. Motion from the back. To throw, Manning.
Yes. Yes.
And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10.
Yes.
And the Longhorns moving quickly to the line.
We needed that one.
Motion from the wideout.
We needed that one. We needed that one.
Manning from the gun on 3rd down. Touchdown, Texas! No! Quick strike through the air for the score. On to attempt the try. And the extra point makes it 14-3. 75 yards on the touchdown drive. And they finish it off by connecting from 10 yards out.
Oh! I could tell y'all I'm getting cheated, but it's like, like, you know.
That ball scoots through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. The run inside. It's Hill. He'll be forced out of bounds right at the 30-yard line as they try to grind out some room.
Love the push by the offensive line on that RPO play. Look how they just work the single teams and the double teams. You see linemen chipping off of their guys and climbing into the second level and getting a hat on the linebacker. That's why those types of plays are successful.
And you see this formula work at all levels of football. You pressure the quarterback, his numbers start to drop. He's not as efficient. Nice job by the defense.
Russell from the gun on third down. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down.
Oof, you got to be careful if you're the quarterback there. Third down, you know, you see a lot of exotic coverages by the defense. That time they played zone, and he tried to force that football into a...
Wait just a minute, guys. The offense looks as if they're going for it in their own end. Russell will throw for it on fourth. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on fourth down, and they keep the drive alive. They're moving quickly after that big fourth down conversion. Clock will roll when the ball is set. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Hill. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. The hurry up now, second down, clock ticking. Keelan Russell. Out wide left, it's Rodgers. Across the 50 and knocked out of bounds at the 48. An explosive play gets this offense working.
This slot receiver is a guy the defense has to be careful of. He runs good routes. He's got some speed, and if you're not careful, this guy can gash you.
Not the most productive half for this offense so far, but finally starting to get it in gear. First and 10. Great job to separate the ball from the receiver there.
Love the physicality of this secondary on defense. That defender got to the football, was able to separate the receiver from the ball, and did it legally. Beautiful job.
To the air, it's Russell. Looking left. Pass is incomplete. The clock is down to 9.
Hey, man, if you're going to force incompletions when the QB's throwing the tight end, you better be physical. Nice job with the hit, forcing that incompletion.
From the gun on third down, Keelan Russell. He makes the catch close to the sticks, but he'll be a little short of the first down.
Well, that's great timing by the quarterback and receiver on that out route. If you're going to be running that against man coverage like they were there, that ball has to be thrown early, and it's got to be thrown out in front of the receiver, and they execute it perfectly.
We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. So look at this. They're sending out the kicker to try a long one. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. And the try is no good after the missed field goal, still down by 11.
Listen, he's a guy that makes 60-yarders in practice, so they give him that opportunity with his big leg. He misses it. The opponent didn't set up the return, so they're going to get the football back now. Pretty good field position. There's still a few ticks left on the clock. They've got a chance to steal some points here late in the half.
Arch Madness. They're all over it. Keeps it and gets the first down. They finally make the stop, but that one will make those halftime stats look a little nicer as we head to the break. Alabama ready to put a boot to it to start the second half. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. And here come the horns. They've got it again on offense. They'll start the third quarter with the run. Finds that crease, and he's got 4 out to the 29. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Smothers. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman.
Well, the defense blitzed on that last run, but it was the big fella on the inside that made the stop and made the play. Great job flying out of his stance, locating where the football was, and getting to the ball carrier. Really good job at the point of attack.
Third down from the gun, Manning. Out wide right, it's Wingo. Oh, he's got some space. Big pickup on that one. They'll mark him out at the 40.
On defense, man, you've got to tackle the catch against this guy. He has way too much speed. One of the fastest players in all of college football. If you even give him an inch, if you let him get a few steps, he is gone. And you saw that game-breaking speed on that last catch there. Let's be interesting now to see if this defense mixes up their coverages a little bit more, but no question they have got to tackle better on the back end.
And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks. Here's Arch to throw. And this is going to be incomplete on third down. Would have just been a 47-yard field goal attempt from here, but they are thinking touchdowns and trying to move the chains here on fourth. Looking for the marker. And he's brought down, but they believe the offense could convert the fourth down, and it paid off. The Longhorns headed quickly to the line. Gets the back moving. From the red zone, looking for a space. He's stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there.
And that's really a lot of what we saw in the first half by this defense. We knew coming into the football game, man, this guy's got dynamite. Like, he's got the explosive ability to make plays, throwing the football and running. And kudos to this defense. They've been dialed in, locked in, not giving up the big plays on the ground, understanding he's a threat, and playing him like that.
Manning. Oh, pressure's coming. He'll get that one all the way down to the 4-yard line before he stopped. The Longhorns have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater.
If at first you don't succeed, try again. I wouldn't be surprised if they just turn around and hand it off to him again here on 2nd.
Looking for just 1 more yard. It's 2nd and goal. Powers forward. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Longhorn.
And with this long drive, man, they're just showing you what they've been showing you throughout this football game. They can get it done. They can score points. And now, getting later in the football game, getting up by 3 possessions, the pressure is really on.
And with the extra point, they're on top by 18. He'll start the return inside his 5. And the returner could find no daylight. He goes down. First snap of this drive will come from inside the 15 at their own 14-yard line. Hits inside. It's Hill. Now they've got breathing room, got 6 all the way out to the 20. good spot after that 7-yard pickup on first down. It's 2nd and 3.
The offense has a little bit of success on the ground, and they're up. Look at them. They're ready to go again. Back on the line of scrimmage, ready to run another play.
Defense there to stop him after a gain of 1 to the 22. They go play action with Russell. And that 3rd down pass had some serious juice, but they couldn't hook up. Offense still out there lining up quickly on 4th down. He's going to change things up against this defensive look. 4th down, Russell. And he's going to be batted down. They'll turn it over on downs.
And I get it. At this point in the second half, dude, we got to make something happen. We haven't been good enough. We got to score a lot of points and quickly. You got to be aggressive. They tried. They failed again. This game is all but over.
They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on 2nd down here.
Man, when I can run the football like that on 1st down and create 2nd and inches and stay way ahead of the sticks and be in a position now where I can throw the football or run, I will have a lot of success on the offensive side of the football.
He's there to make the stop, but not before he sets up this offense 1st and goal from the 7.
And it's going to be interesting to watch this defense, man, because obviously when you're trailing, and offenses can sometimes get conservative. That's 2 runs back-to-back. Do they get more aggressive and try to bring more guys near the line of scrimmage, not let them waste time, and try to get their offense the football back?
And brought down. Looks as if that's how we'll end the 3rd. Guys, it is Texas who holds the lead. We take just a minute to look at the stats as they are threatening to put this one away. 1 more quarter to go, and it looks as if we are ready to play. They'll try to open this quarter by sticking it in the end zone here. The run up the middle, trying to steamroll his way in. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer.
And this offense trying to be physical inside the 5-yard line. I get it, but I tell you what, Palmer, this quarterback has earned some trust from me with the day he's had.
Yeah, right now he's thinking, put the game in my hands. I'm playing well, and I'm seeing the defense well. I see what they're doing from a coverage standpoint. Count on me to throw a touchdown here and help out our team.
It's good. Easy call for the refs. And that lead grows even bigger.
And they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, 4th quarter was sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest this way, and we looking pretty good.
He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Tide offense rolls onto the field. It looks as if this game is going to be one to just drag to the recycle bin, but the idea now is to finish strong and just take whatever happens in the rankings next week. Knocked away at the last minute, and that is precision defensive back play there.
And unfortunately, man, another incompletion. This offense is just running out of time. Like they've just not put it together, trailing. I know they're in passing situations, but this defense, they don't have to be aggressive. They can sit back. Offensively, you got to put the gas to the floor. Got to make something happen fast.
Out to the 32-yard line before he goes out of bounds, and that's the way to give a little start to the drive.
This has been a frustrating day. I mean, they haven't moved the ball consistently, and now you get a play, but they haven't put 2 and 3 and 4 plays together, and that's why they're trailing in this football game. So maybe they can find some kind of a rhythm here late in the game and get something cooking.
And you're seeing the offense now mix up the tempos. After a successful run, they're now going hurry up.
Unloads to the wideout. Timed that hit perfectly to keep him from making the grab. It'll be 3rd down. That last incomplete pass has him staring at a 3rd and 3. Russell rushes on. Buried before he completes. They pretty much have to keep the offense on the field, and they'll get right to the line of scrimmage. Russell will throw for it on 4th. He's got enough for the first down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going. Alabama quickly back to the line. Wants to throw. It's Russell. He'll loft one deep down the left side. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. Second and long here. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback and this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops. Just not in sync, and that's why they find themselves trailing by a lot right here late in the game.
Right side, it's Rodgers. Breaks into the open. They are on the move as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 28. The Crimson Tide move the sticks through the air. Let's see if they go back to it here.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that first down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this.
Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33.
This quarterback has been under duress all game long. He's one of the best in the country, and he's used to having his way. He's the one who's used to dictating to opposing defenses, but that has not been the case in this game. Here we are late. He's still under pressure, taking a sack there.
He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one. They've methodically worked the ball down the field. 11th play of the drive coming up, but this one third and long. Throwing Russell. Fires to the wideout. And they can't complete the bullet pass on third down. And guys, hold that thought just a second, because here comes the fourth down play. If they don't get it here, this one is probably over. Shoots it to the left. Got him downfield.
Thank you.
Touchdown, Crimson Tide. Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board. PAT unit on the field. And the extra point pulls them closer. It's 24-10. Precise, relentless execution on that 13-play scoring drive. And they get it into the end zone on a 36-yard touchdown pass. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They'll run it, trying to drain time off the clock. Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain.
That's got to be demoralizing if you're the defense. You're trailing. You need to get the ball back. You got to get off the field, but you can't stop the run when they're going between the tackles. This defense is going to have to get a lot more physical, especially in the middle.
Tackled almost immediately. Not a whole lot on that one. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Play action. Here's Manning. Look out.
No fair. No fair. Not on that one.
Keeps it going.
Oh,
Nice job of avoiding the sack and picking up a few on the run.
And this is the hard part about being on defense and choosing whether to be conservative or bring the blitz. They bring the blitz, he sees it, and that's what he does really well. Sees it and immediately makes a decision, gets to some green grass, and gets
just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31. Alabama calls its second timeout of the half. And they'll still have 1 timeout left at their disposal. They already have a comfortable lead up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on fourth down. Manning to throw for it on 4th. They got him for the sack, and they'll get the ball back after the 4th down stop.
I know the analytics tell me to be aggressive and go for it, but in the second half, in these ball games, the analytics don't work for every single situation. And right now, you've set them up. I just hope this one doesn't come back to bite you right in the eye.
Keelan Russell. On in the backfield, it's Rodgers. Breaks a tackle, and he might have room. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play. pushing
Hold
the
on to the
tempo.
ball. Hold on to the ball. Hold on to the ball. Hold on to the ball.
That's a fumble.
God
Defense
damn, I
grabs the
just said,
football,
hold
and
on to
there
the
he
ball.
goes. This defense slamming the door on any thought of a comeback,
I told you,
forcing
hold
the
on to the ball.
turnover and sealing the win.
And this really puts it out of reach. I mean, it was already a tall order, and you had to be aggressive in this situation. But now with this turnover, this one's all but over.
No, that makes sense.
Good news, I guess. A lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. Looking for room. It's Smothers. And he's brought down after a short gain. At this point, the defense has little choice but to sell out to stop the run on 2nd and 7.
It's a great play there by the defense, stopping that run. But now with less than a minute to go, you got to use your timeout. You got to try and conserve as much clock as possible to give yourself a chance to win.
There he goes. Brought down at the 28, but it's a 10-yard gain. Offense has it at the 28 on first down. Manning on play action. Rush right in his face. Unloads in the nick of time.
This is going to be a key that we look at this entire game. How can this defense find ways to affect this quarterback and get pressure on him? Because they felt coming into the game, if they could do that, they could affect him and influence this passing game.
Fake to the back, wants to throw it. He's going to take a shot. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers and he couldn't hold on. They've made third down offensive key and be tested on 3rd and long from the 28. Going back to the well, another deep ball. Intercepted. Oh, what a play. Defense ends this game in style, coming up with a turnover, and now they can just kneel it out. And they'll pat the kicker on the tail and tell him to go give it a shot. He says he's got a big leg. He's going to have to show it from 56 yards out. And that is no good. And after the miss, it's still a 14-point game. Coming into this one, we wondered whether these guys were a little bit overrated, and certainly they did nothing to dispel that notion.
They were playing angry today. And I know talking to some of their players, David, coming into this game, they felt
down 7 wins.
Saban Field at Bryant-Denny Stadium. It's the Florida State Seminoles and the Alabama Crimson Tide. Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with you. Let's check in with our sideline reporter, Holly Rose.
Florida State's head coach told me before the game, this is a concerning crowd. You know, every time we're here, it's one of the best atmospheres in all of college football. The coach said they will have to communicate at a high level. They have worked with crowd noise all week at practice. We'll see if it pays off here today. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. Can't wait to see how this one unfolds. The Seminoles will kick off first, and here we go. Bounces through the end zone. At the touchback, they'll bring it out to the 25.
I'm putting your creative players on, man. Come on, man. Bro, I'm just fucking charged, man.
ready to fire from the pistol. Wide receiver comes in motion. Turning it on. They corral him out of bounds. Mark it down at the 38, and this offense might have something going. Alabama quickly back to the line. On the run, it's Hill. He's got enough. And the defense finally able to corral him at the 45. That will move the chain. Offense threatening at the 45-yard line on 1st and 10. Russell.
Really good looking run. You think about the legacy Alabama has at the running back position. It's ridiculous. Mark Ingram won a Heisman, obviously Derrick Henry, Josh Jacobs. I'm going to go back to Sean Alexander, who I played against back in the day too. All these guys had speed. All these guys had vision and quickness. And this guy right here, he has all of those traits himself. Just another big-time talent in the Crimson Tide backfield.
The Crimson Tide comes to the line with the 1st and 10. Russell on play action. Left side is Ford. And that defense is there to guide him out of bounds after a short gain. Picked up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's 2nd and 5. They believe they can run right here. They were all over it. Quite a bit of work to do on 3rd down from the 23, and this D would love to force a field goal try. To the air, it's Russell. Tight coverage and an incomplete pass. The defense knocks it away and forces a 4th down.
I want to give a shout out to the defense there on 3rd down, doing a really nice job disguising their coverage because it looked like they confused the quarterback on 3rd down. Really nice job getting back into that zone and making sure that ball falls incomplete.
Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. They thought they...
No, Reed. We can see it back. Wow, wide open. Damn.
Good plan, but it did not work.
Hey, you come out early in the game, you're trying to send a message to your team that you're confident, you believe in them to convert these 4th downs. You didn't get that one, but don't let it be a detriment moving forward. If you want to stay aggressive, be that way throughout the course of the game.
They get to him as he throws.
Get that. Fuck, nigga. Get that. Fuck, nigga.
A tough start to the opening drive as the defense comes up with a big play. The Alabama offense coming onto the field. They've got it back after that last drive stalled out, and they were stopped on 4th down, David.
Yeah, and they put a little bit of a drive together, but, Jesse, they stalled on the other side of the field, and they got to find a way to keep that momentum going as they get closer to the end zone.
I agree. I do like their mindset, though, and I think they need to continue being aggressive moving forward in this game.
Nice job by this defense creating that negative play. That's what all defenses want.
Makes a grab and route, headed to the end zone. Touchdown Tide! Made the grab and took it on in for the score. Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the PAT makes it 7-0. They got the ball in great field position, and bam, bam, 2 plays and into the end zone. On the move from inside his 5. They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. The Seminoles offense comes out ready to get this drive started. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
Moves the pocket. It's Daniels. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. Swatted away and broken up. A great play there by the DB.
And sometimes as a quarterback, man, you're sitting on that sideline and you watch the other guy go out and just deal, right? And put together a drive, score a touchdown, and you want to come out and you want to answer and you want to be aggressive. And sometimes you take shots, sometimes you force things. So I would recommend to him just stay within the offense, take what the defense gives you. Don't be too aggressive.
He'll try to get to the marker himself. Oh, he's got some space. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37.
The defense has got to do a better job with assignment football. Somebody has to be accounting for the quarterback on these run plays. You know you're going to see it. You've seen it on film. The option play, nobody home. He just takes off. That's an easy first down pickup for the offense. Moving forward now, the defense, they've got to settle in, and they've got to start playing better when it comes to assignment football.
They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43. And he stopped right there, no gain on the play.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a fourth down.
Look to me on that deep ball like he was forcing it a little bit. You got to be careful as a quarterback. You're not trying to outdo.
Hold on a minute. The offense still out there going for it in their own territory. Got to make the play on fourth. Blasted as he lets it go. Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. They spun that wheel of fortune on fourth down and come up bankrupt. The give to the lone running back. He's past the marker. He'll be forced out of bounds. Big pickup on the play, and they'll mark him down at the 28.
Well, the defense just had to chase that guy down, make a tackle after a long run, and no chance to substitute. They got to get the play call in because the offense is trying to go fast.
They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
What a great play by the linebacker. You talk about filling a hole. Defensive line does their jobs. He comes in the hole and says, "Sit down, sir."
Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete.
What a play by the defender that time, because he's matched up one-on-one man coverage against an outstanding wide receiver, and it's the defender who makes the play. Really, really good position. He was up to the challenge. Be interesting to see if this quarterback goes his way again.
Russell from the gun on third down. They got him, and down he goes, and what a huge sack that might have knocked him out of field goal range.
And I love playing man coverage on the back end, getting in those receivers' faces. Don't let them feel comfortable and run zone where they can find all these holes in the zone, and my rush can't get home. Pressure them, pressure them, pressure them.
And if the kicker can put one through, this will be a successful drive. Now we get a timeout taken by the Seminoles. That's their first. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. Now on fourth down, here comes the field goal team. Nestled just inside that right upright. And they'll push that lead out a little further.
How about it? 50 plus, no problem. Big leg, nice accuracy. That's a big-time kick for this young man.
He stopped right there after a short return, was looking for running room, and the coverage unit wasn't having it. first play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line. From the gun, it's Singleton. Breaks into the open. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot it at the 37. We've reached a break, and Alabama has the lead. Really strong performance so far to be able to build a lead here in the first period as we look at the stats. This could be a pivotal moment in this game as we open the second period and they try to find a way to answer. Early movement on the offense will push them back a bit. They'll take the penalty and move them back. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. To the air, it's Daniels. Flush to the left. Trying to make magic with his feet. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. And the Noles want to crank the tempo. Second down to the air. And wings it incomplete.
It has been tough sledding for this quarterback here early in the game. He's 0 for 5 right now. I give the defense tons of credit. It's not just good coverage in the back end, and it's not just a good pass rush. They're doing a nice job mixing up their looks coverage-wise. This quarterback looks confused, and that's a big reason why, guys, this offense has not scored a single point so far.
On third down, he drops to throw.
No, sir.
Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. Nice pickup on the return, but more important, they got the takeaway, and now they're in business. Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. Man, how comforting is it to know that even if your offense stalls out a little, Jesse, that field goal kicker can knock it in from a long way out.
Well, he's one of the best in the country, Reese, no doubt. But this offense would like him and prefer for him to kick an extra point on this drive. And to do that, David, they've got to have more rhythm on offense.
Yeah, create some more rhythm, create some more explosive plays, and maybe some more balance. And listen, it's nice to have that weapon and kick long field goals. If you kick too many field goals, you don't get very many W's.
They're down to the 20, 1st and 10. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. Not a lot there. Picks up one inside the 20 to the 19. Throwing Russell. Unloads to the wideout. Intercepted. They were back in their own end, and they stopped the drive. Brought down at the 17 as he brought it all the way back inside the 20 after the pick. Quarterback stands alone, all wide receivers. Looking downfield, it's Daniels. Here comes the heat. Slides to the ground, picks up the first down, and avoids the hit.
This quarterback, man, looks like he's playing angry right now. He did not like that interception he threw the last time out on the field. You could see on the sidelines, guys. He could not wait to get back out there, and that time, it was like he was running mad. I don't even know if he really wanted to throw that ball. He just wanted to take off, scramble, go get the first down.
He's going to take off. Hits the slide, got the first down with his feet.
You just can't say enough about this quarterback and how important his legs are to their success for the season, for this game, and really for this drive. Earlier, when he called his own number, it was a big gain. He does it again. He's got the knack for just understanding when to throw it, when to take off and run. You saw it right there.
Complete to the left. Breaks a tackle, and he might go. Offense on the move. A big play there. Gets it to the 30.
Oh, that is a rope for the completion in this offense. I'll tell you, think about great Seminole quarterbacks, the 3 W's. Wenke, Winston, Ward. Dudes that could change the game. Heisman Trophy winners.
And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36. The Seminoles in the hurry up.
Nice job by this defense getting to the QB and getting him on the ground, creating the negative play. This offense must have seen something because they're right back on the ball, ready to snap it again.
Really need to pick up some yardage this time on 2nd and long. Back to pass, and he'll have to push it downfield. And he gets it away.
I think a big reason this offense is struggling right now, why they're trailing on the scoreboard, is they have not been able to protect this guy, and it's affected him. He has not looked very accurate. Moving forward, the pass pro has got to be better to help this guy out.
On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down.
It just looks to me like the offense is starting to get a little bit impatient, right, guys? They haven't scored in this game yet, and all of a sudden now they're taking shots down the field and trying to make it happen. But the defense, they have been lights out. They force another incompletion.
Needs it here on 4th down. He's not afraid to go deep. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Knowles!
And how do you not love the guts of this offense? 4th down, it's just another down, and what do? Stay aggressive, throw the football down the field, make the big play, get the big touchdown.
They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. These two-point conversions are tricky enough. You don't want to add to the degree of difficulty by backing up 5.
Hello. 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 Everybody. Hello. Hello. I think it's controller down.
Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. And the penalty accepted, and they'll move him back.
There we go.
He'll try to tack on one more. And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. They go 83 yards on the drive, and they get it into the end zone on a 36-yard touchdown pass. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Motion from the wide receiver. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. Touchdown Seminoles. And what a turn of events as this defense gets the pick 6.
It's crazy in college football. There's just so many defining moments in games that you can pinpoint, and that's one right there. The offense has the lead. You're trying to add to that here at the end of the first half. In a 2-minute situation, quarterback being way too aggressive, and that's a mistake, David. Taking it pick 6 all the way to the house, that could really end up costing them.
And you talk about flipping a game really, really quickly. Look how bad it was looking. Now the defense gets right back in this football game, being ready for the 2-minute drill, making a play, going down and scoring, and taking all the momentum into halftime.
And with the extra point, they're up 14-10.
More picks.
He'll bring it out. It's Jenkins. Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he's stopped. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. Going to audible here. Let's see what they do. Keelan Russell under pressure. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Trying to do it himself. It may not look like a huge run, but they'll take it as it gets him up to the 24. They'll hurry to the line here to try to get off that third down play. Hauls it in. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. Florida State calls its third and final timeout. And now everybody chiming in to figure out how to play this fourth down. They're in their own territory, but they only need a few inches, and this is why you square your prominent jawline and go straight ahead to get it. Drag to the ground, but not before. He's converted the fourth down to keep the drive going. After picking up the first down, they still have to move quickly here. That time they were in their own territory. That took some lower intestinal fortitude.
Definitely did. And listen, if that's what you're going to be, that's who you're going to be. You're going to be that kind of offense and be aggressive, then stick with who you are. And apparently, nowadays, going forward on your own end, it really ain't nothing anymore.
Russell. Out wide left, it's Jenkins. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. From the gun on third down, Keelan Russell. Firing to the right, complete. There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give them a first down. Third down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmys and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
You know, defensively, you live by the blitz and you die by the blitz. That time, they dialed it up into the run play, and the linebacker able to make a nice tackle.
After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. On the move. There was nowhere to run and nowhere to hide. A loss of 5 on that play. Alabama pushing the tempo. Throwing Russell. And that is interception number 3 on the day. Touchdown, Florida State. What momentum you get when the defense comes up with a play like that. Getting set for the point after.
It's the ball, yeah.
An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. They'll take the penalty and move them back. They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. And the penalty accepted, and they'll move them back. They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, it's a 21-10 game. The returner will field it and try to get some field position. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. This late in the half, here's the question: how aggressive will the play calling be? Keelan Russell. Quickly to the flat, the wide receiver screen. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. One more snap coming before juice boxes and orange slices. Moving to his left. He'll pull it down. They'll knock him down, and that'll take us to halftime. Will kick it off. He'll bring it out. It's Singleton. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Florida State comes out ready to put something together on this drive. If it's working, why change it? And that running game was working in the first half. I imagine we'll see a lot more of it. Oh, he's going to try to get it all here. And that'll be incomplete. They tried to hit him with a big one on first down.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time, man. This crowd really affecting the football.
The roar of the crowd trying to fuel this defense to keep them pinned in their own end. Leaves it in his belly. He'll get it out to the 25, not bothered at all being backed up, and they've got a first down.
This is going to be a big key for him, David, with the lead here in the second half, running the football, right? Staying on the field and bleeding the clock.
Yeah, run the football. You're ahead. You can be a little bit more conservative. But again, this opens up the pass. This keeps everything in balance for this offense.
Thank you. A dub is a dub. You doing all that fucking bullshit. Thank you. Man, thank you so much. What am I down by? 6? Yeah, we down by 6. 6 to break even. Wasting my fucking time. Here's a touchdown in the field goal. What up, LG? Yeah, I'm playing.
Welcome to Kyle Field in College Station, Texas. It's the Alabama Crimson Tide and the Texas A&M Aggies. Along with David Pollock and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Let's go down to our sideline reporter, Holly Rowe.
When you walk into Kyle Field in College Station, Texas, it is so dynamic. From the traditions, the cheering, the crowd in unison. It is straight up and down of electric Aggie pride. This is one of the most unique places you can ever watch a college football game, and we expect it to be just as loud and energetic here today. Guys?
Appreciate that, Holly. Texas A&M set to kick off to christen this game.
Shut up. Shut up, bitch. Shut up.
Coming out with it, it's
Shut up,
Rogers.
bitch.
Stopped at the 17, and he's probably...
Shut up, bitch. I was hoping I would get somebody I could talk to. I ain't talking to nobody all day. You heard me? I swear, I'm trying to get in the nigga ear. That's how you really win. I just got a dub. 3 losses and a dub. That's a technicality. I ain't even beat them. Niggas up by touchdowns and field goals. Niggas doing some bullshit. And come on with some creative players, nigga. Come on, man. Doing all that horse shit, man. Come on. Nigga trying to put a nigga with 99 speed to try to get around the corner. Come on, man.
Second guessing that return.
Okay. I ain't gonna help you win, bro.
This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Stopped after a gain of 3. It'll be 2nd and 7. They got 3 on the last pass. Here comes 2nd and 7. Takes the handoff. It's Hill. Good, solid, determined run there. They'll mark him down at the 27. Alabama quickly back to the line. Burrowing for yardage. They make the tackle, but not before he picks up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Stripped away from the defense. Good, solid run on that one as he gets it up to the 33-yard line. One running back in the backfield, and he has it. Finding a way to put that foot in the ground and get it up to the 37-yard line.
New running back, same result. Like, it's pretty clear what they want to do on the offensive side of the football. They want to dominate the line of scrimmage. They want to run the football, whether it's the starter or now the backup. They're going to establish that ground game. It's what they do. It's who they are.
The Crimson Tide need just a few inches here on 3rd down. Tries to get it himself.
Oh, that's a fumble, right? That's a fumble, right? I told you I'm in your ear, nigga. I told you I'm in the ear, nigga.
Touchdown,
That's Teddy, nigga.
Once he
That's
got
one,
some
nigga.
room, it was over.
That's one, nigga.
And you knew his legs were a weapon,
That's
and he
one,
shows
nigga.
it to you right there, running it into the end zone. And this offense, man, they are a good offense, and they are in a good rhythm early in this football game. We talked about the quarterback. We talked about his speed. He can make these type of plays, and on the first drive, Palmer, the defense didn't have any answers. They better find something.
Yeah, it's going to be hard to find them, too, just because of that athleticism and just how he can attack defenses with his arm, with his feet, the different playmakers surrounding him as well. There's a lot to get prepared for in a week when you're playing against this offense, and I just think they saw everything there on that opening drive. They're going to have to do some soul-searching on the sidelines early.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25.
I like to hear that.
Quarterback empties his backfield. Takes off. Give him 9 on that one, sets up a 2nd and 1.
If I'm building an offense in today's football, it's not around a quarterback that can't run. I'm going to find an athlete that I can give the ball because defensively, it starts to limit your coverages. It starts to limit what I can do. It makes me play the quarterback every single play. Just makes your job as a defensive coordinator extremely hard.
Really good looking run there. This guy reminds me a little bit of an old Texas A&M Aggie great, Leland McElroy. He was so dangerous in space. It was so difficult to bring down to the ground. All 11 guys on defense had to rally to the football. This guy has a little bit of that too. If they can find more creative ways to get this guy out in the open field, watch out, because he's a home run waiting to happen.
On the run, it's Owens.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Setting up the screen. That'll be enough for the first down, and they'll mark it at the 48.
The screen game for this offense, man, it's a feel thing, like when to call it and when you can anticipate somebody being aggressive, and they pick the right time, man. They hit the defense, 3rd down, big play, slip it right behind the linebackers, make the play, and get the first down.
Found a little crease and turned that into a productive run. The Aggies come to the line in the hurry-up. Give to the running back. Miles through the defense. They have work in front of them on 3rd and short from the 42. The Tide will have to call their first timeout. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. They have work in front of them on 3rd and short from the 42. Wide receiver going in motion. From the gun on 3rd down, it's Marcel Reed. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Yeah, and on money down defensively, you got to find ways to affect the quarterback. Nice job by the defense, getting the pressure, getting to him, getting a hit on him, and forcing the incompletion, and now forcing the 4th down.
They'll knock him down, but he moves the sticks, and the 4th down decision pays off big time.
Well, you got to give this quarterback a ton of credit because he showed tremendous confidence on that throw. That wasn't just trying to throw to the sticks. That was being aggressive and throwing it down the field. Not a high percentage throw, but he had confidence in his guy to win one-on-one, and they keep the drive alive.
Defense all over him.
And you hear about run blitzes. This is exactly what a run blitz is. When you know the ball's coming up the middle, you want to bring those linebackers, get them closer to the line of scrimmage, and fire. Right when the ball snapped, he's coming downhill, doing a good job creating the loss. That linebacker really knew what was going on.
So Alabama takes the lead into the quarter break. And we've come to the end of the first as we take a moment to check out the stats so far.
I don't even know how to do that shit.
So they go back to work after the break, and it is 3rd down. Reed throws to the tight end. And he had it for a second, but it just dribbled out of his hands. Now, wait just a second here. I don't see the kicker coming out. I think they're going to go for it here.
He's pressing. I'm about to spread out.
Reed to throw for it on 4th. Fires to the wideout. Grabs it. And he's brought down, but he picks up the first down, and the gamble pays off. They needed a bunch on 4th down, and boy, did they get it.
And I get aggressiveness. We get aggressiveness. We want to be aggressive, take shots down the field. First half, they felt like 4th and long. No big deal, and they get it. I imagine we'll get a few more of those.
Let's get a fuck around the freeze last year.
In the red area, it's Owens. And And
You
he's
see
in.
this shit last year when
Touchdown,
that shit
Texas
kept freezing?
A&M.
Yeah, the first time out. I'm just saying last year was way worse than that.
The extra point here would tie the game. And they did tack on that extra point without any adventure. That is what they mean when they say ball control, a 14-play touchdown drive. And finish the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. And it'll come out to the 25, no attempt at a return. Ready to roll on
Fuck all that
offense.
algebra you talking
They saw
about,
what
man.
happened on
That
that
shit.
last scoring drive,
Fuck
and
all
now
that
probably
algebra.
feeling a little bit of heat
Fuck
to
all that
answer.
algebra. Fuck all that
At the
algebra,
35
nigga.
is loose. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37.
And the offense with a nice run, breaks off a little bit of run, gets a first down. Oh, and here they go again. First down, you've seen.
And here's a fumble way behind the line. Well, the offense looks as if they fell on the fumble, and they'll keep the ball. Alabama pushing the tempo. They go play action with Russell.
Man, there are defensive players out there that can just take games over, and that's what's happening with this guy right now. He is not cooperating with the offensive game plan. A sack on 2 consecutive plays, and now on 3rd down, you know he's spinning his ears back again.
The 12th man putting a stamp on this game right now and bringing it on 3rd down. Timeout taken here by the Aggies. That'll be their first. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. We might as well state the obvious. 1st and 2nd down didn't work out. 3rd and very long. Russell throws to the wideout. Finds a man in the middle. They get him stopped, and it's going to bring up a 4th down. Wait just a second. They're leaving the offense on the field. They're going to go for it in this situation. 4th down, Russell. Takes a shot as he throws, and it never had a chance. Incomplete.
Man, first half being that aggressive on your side of the field, that's a different world. Like, you live in the analytics world, and I know people will say go for it more often. I don't see the point going for it on that one early in the game in that situation.
No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Keeps it moving. It's Owens. Able to squeeze out a couple on the play. It's down at the 35.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on 2nd down. The give to the back. Looking for a crease. Stop just inside the 25. Will mark it at the 24. Pickup of 10 and a first down.
It's hard to stop great runners. It really is. That's why you run the football consistently. You got a big offensive line, a big physical unit. You run the football like this, man, it will take a toll later. But you got to tackle this guy over and over again who has this ability to make people miss and make big plays.
Well, they're trying to run the football there, just nowhere to go. They got dominated up front at the point of attack.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Reed. Out wide right, it's Riley. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. Got to get to the line quickly for this 3rd down play. Looking to throw, it's Reed. Makes a catch. And he will score. Touchdown, Aggie. Ready to try the point after. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they top it off with a 14-yard pass for the touchdown.
Okay.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play for a snap of the drive from the 25. Russell on play action. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20. Texas A&M will use its second timeout. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. This pass rush has just been relentless, and you can bet your bottom dollar they're about to bring the heat again. Happening on that one, maybe made it back to the line of scrimmage as the clock continues to move here late in the half. It's third down. Now the Aggies will use their last timeout. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half. Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on third down. Now here's Russell, looking to the big tight end. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. Alabama calls its second timeout of the half. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Alabama will bring the punt team on the field. 3 and out. They got stuck in reverse. Able to punt to bail them out. He only needs a sliver of daylight. Very little will make a crowd hold its breath like a punt return, and he brought them to their feet on that one. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive.
Bender, F up to Bender.
Throwing Reed. He's got it. Caught, and he's close to a first down on the nice pickup there. On second down, they'll try the field goal to get the points before halftime. He's going to reach for a long one, a 52-yard attempt. And that is no good. And the margin remains at 7 after the miss.
Damn.
Alabama ready to put a boot to it to start the second half. Here he comes with the return. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Here comes the Aggies offense out to start this drive. Here's Reed to throw. It's dropped after taking the hit.
And both of these defenses, man, they've been so good. They've been physical. They've been great tackling, limiting explosive plays. But it's these type of plays right here, when it's kind of a 50-50, 60-40, where the offense has to make the play, the defense has been consistently winning in this football game.
Right side, it's Horton. He goes out of bounds right at the 37-yard line. A good, productive play there to get things going. And that one's going to get Reveille howling a happy tune.
Reveille, the 12th man, all the swaying, the traditions when you go to an A&M game. These fans love their team, and they love playmakers that make big plays down the field.
Going for the big play. It's broken up. They took a shot, and he was equal to the challenge to knock it away.
DB does an outstanding job here on the deep pass, locating the football, no PI, able to swat it away, pass incomplete.
Reed, they're all over him, and he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him. But this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
Another incompletion on third down.
Well, it looked like the offense had a rhythm here early in the drive, getting a first down, but I don't know.
Guys, look at this.
Oh,
They're
come
going
on.
to gamble and go for it here on fourth
Nice
and long. They'll move the wide receiver. Reed to the air again. Unloads to the right. And the incomplete pass turns it over in their own end.
That's a gutsy call. And I know the analytics world says to go for it more often.
You got to replay this, so you got another receiver
now you turn
open,
the
bro.
football over to the other team.
But it was just
Points
a
are
bad.
so much easier to get. Obviously, I know Jesse didn't take a color commentator to figure that out.
Here comes that Alabama offense.
I'm telling you, man.
Back open in the middle. He's down right there, short gain on the ground. Alabama quickly back to the line.
And I like a good check down as much as anybody. Survey the field, don't make a mistake, check it down to your running back, let him do the rest. But there was two guys right next to him. So that was actually a little bit of a dangerous throw, but you could tell they were definitely locked in, and they were not going to let that running back catch that football and go anywhere after the catch.
Quarterback had everything he wanted there. He knew pre-snap exactly where he was going. Of course, he was going to be going towards his primary target. He just can't hook up for the completion.
The 12th man more than standing at the ready. They're bringing the heat on third down. Big hit knocks the ball away, and it'll force them into a fourth down.
This is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started in their opponent territory. Now you're fourth and long. You've got to...
Field goal unit's not coming out here, guys. I think they're going to go ahead and go for it on fourth and long. Again, it's Russell. Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't work it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. Desperately wanted to convert on fourth down, but couldn't do it.
And sometimes the best defense is getting a little bit lucky. He was open. He had a chance to make the play. He just drops it through his hand. It was pretty good defense, but you take those breaks when you can get them.
Knocked down behind the line of scrimmage, he'll lose a yard.
And we knew the linebackers were the strength of this defense, but coming in the offense, man, they felt really good about their running back. And so far, man, it's been a fun matchup to watch, but advantage to these guys that have been filling gaps, scraping, getting to the football, making plays. This linebacker unit really held down this rushing attack that they usually hang their hat on.
Turns into the pile. He'll have enough for the first down, and they stop him at the 45.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
Gonna run it. It's Owens.
Winning first down is such a big deal on defense, like getting them into more predictable situations, more passing situations. Nice job not giving up a lot of run after contact on that first down.
Enough to move the chains. On the move at the 30.
Look at
Flying
him.
down the left side. Touchdown, Aggies. Into the end zone with a breakaway score. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And And the
shit
extra
ain't
point
bad.
puts them
You
on
play
top
Madden?
21-7.
You play Madden?
A very efficient
Madden is all
five-way
out
scoring
and
drive.
post and shit, dog.
And
Ain't
what a
no
way to finish things
push
off
you
with that
out.
51-yard touchdown run. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25.
No, you know what it is? I know exactly what he's talking about. What it is you gotta just throw it like 1 second. You gotta throw it right after they make the cut, bro. That shit realistic. I'm not gonna lie. I'm telling you, it's realistic, bro. No, bro. It is a little slow. It is real. I swear. I'm with you. I swear to God.
Quarterback signaling to his guy.
But the shit a little slow, but if they,
Throwing Russell.
See?
Left side is Jenkins. Able to haul it in, but right to the ground he goes. Only a pickup of a couple. Timeout taken here by the Aggies. That'll be their first.
Maybe the not just
And
say.
that will leave them with just 2 timeouts to use the rest of the way. They'll need a bunch on second down. Looking to throw, it's Russell. The safe call on the wide receiver screen. Fighting off the defender. Good call, good execution as they move the chains and they have a first down at the 38.
And I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them because they gave up the completion, they gave up a first down, and now here's the offense back up at the line of scrimmage again, going tempo.
Got a man in the middle. They get him on the ground, but it'll be enough to pick up the first down.
That's a really nice job plucking that pass. I don't know if another school has done as good a job as Alabama in recent years.
Right down the gut of the field. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Alabama! He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him.
It's just because you had that double man. You just know everybody.
Lining up for the PAT.
All over. That's the football, bro.
And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays.
I see what you're saying. It is a little, like, the timing is off. But if they make every game the same game, ain't nobody gonna buy us. Like, that's it. They got it upgrade. Deep
in the end zone, it's Bussy. Gets it across the 20 to the 21, and not quite what he would have picked up just taking the touchback.
Everybody's good on defense.
They'd love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21.
Definitely cover 2. Definitely like cover 2 game.
Reed. Intercepted. The defense has set him up.
Let's go!
There he goes.
Let's go!
And he's going to run all the way back. Touchdown, Crimson Tide.
Let's go! I'm not trying to hear it. I'm not trying to hear it. Blame the
point here
game.
will tie the game.
Blame the game. Oh, he missed it. He missed
He missed it. He missed their chance to lock it up. From deep, it's Bussy. He's brought down to the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. Throwing Reed. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
Well, the offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
Quick give. It's Morrow. May not be the most memorable play of the day, but it's important as he gets him out to the 25-yard line. In the gun, third down, Reed. Out wide right, it's Morrow. Gets it up to the 35-yard line before going out of bounds.
Nice play. And this running back showing you why he truly is a three-down back. He's not just dangerous running the football between the tackles or blocking, but he can also catch the ball. And when you get this guy the football in space in the perimeter of the field, he's got the wiggle and he's got the power to break tackles from the secondary. That's why this guy has an opportunity to play at the next level.
And that would be the definition of first down success. Putting yourself in a good position. It's second and inches. I can do whatever I want next. I can take a shot down the field. I can run the football and get a new set of downs. Like a nice first down execution.
They pull him down, but he's got enough. And it'll be a first down for this offense. We've reached the break, and Texas A&M leads it. And we've reached the end of the third, and time is running out if they're going to cut into this deficit. Let's take a look at our game stats before we move on. 1 quarter to go, and might we have the makings of a classic fourth-quarter finish. They go back to work in the final period of this one.
What's the record?
Here's Reed to throw. They'll flip it out to the back on the screen. Turning it on! Crosses the 35, out of bounds there. Nice pickup on the play, spotted at the 32.
And as a quarterback, man, you have to have a short memory, right? Be able to put mistakes behind you. He threw an interception last possession. Who cares? Nice job coming out, getting organized, getting the play down, having confidence, and now they're moving the ball right down the field.
They make the stop as he gets it inside the 30 to the 28, a gain of 4.
Okay.
Man, it's so nice to have a guy that you can depend on. Like, this offense is built around him for a reason. Just a good running back. You can see gets north-south, doesn't dance, picks up positive yards, breaks tackles. He's just a really good player, and that's why this offense runs through him.
Like 100 wins, bro.
They give it back to him. They'll pull him down after a pickup of 5 down to the 23. And the Aggies want to move quickly. Corners showing press. They want to be physical here. Plows his way ahead. They get him on the ground, but that'll be enough to give Texas A&M a first down. The Tide will have to call their first timeout. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. The Aggies back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. They want that clock to run. Hit and dropped, and he got nothing on first down.
Well, this offense thinks that they have enough left in the tank here to run the football and run all the time off the clock. They got the lead late. Didn't get the first down on that last one, but it's not going to surprise anybody if they turn around and hand it off again here.
That's how you come up and make plays as a defense, man. Playing physical, playing downhill. They've given up some plays today, man. He's got over 100 yards on the day. He's really had some success. But on that play, really downhill, really physical, and a nice job getting him to the ground.
They knock him down right at the 20-yard line. Not enough for the first down, but maybe they'll keep the offense on the field. So on fourth down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. And he got it! They've stretched out the lead, and now they can't catch him with a field goal.
Well, that's a huge kick right there because now the opponent has to score a touchdown here in the fourth quarter. That put so much pressure on the opponent. Nice job by the special teams going out and executing in a big moment.
The Tide offense rolls onto the field. Steven Russell. He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection. Long way to go on second down. They're changing things up, trying to get everyone set. To the air, it's Russell. Oh, pressure's coming. 5-yard gain on that play. It'll be 3rd and 5.
And because of the success this quarterback has had early in this game running the football, if I'm the coordinator calling plays, I'm dialing up his number more. Design runs, and also telling him on the sidelines, hey, listen, remember, if it's not open, take off. Just go get it yourself. They don't have an answer for you right now. And this is a big key for us to win this game.
Alabama comes to the line with 1st and 10. Russell rushes on, trying to escape and get it himself. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure. It's a 1st down. Everybody has to be set. They have to get it off.
Man, these are killers, right? Late in the game, in the 4th quarter, you're getting to the quarterback, but he does such a great job scrambling around. When you do this, you get extra 1st downs. You start to wear those defensive linemen out. So late in the game, this could pay off. Great job getting the 1st down.
Keep it on the ground. All over him immediately. Texas A&M will use its 2nd timeout. They'll take a moment to gather their thoughts and put together a plan for this 3rd down play. These fans stepping up to help this defense on 3rd down. Off the RPO, fire right, trying to convert. He gets the job done on 3rd down. They move the chains. It's at the 37.
For you coming into this game, if they throw completions and get 1st downs, that's when they like to change up the tempo and go fast. You're seeing it here.
Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
And this offense has got to get somewhere, right? That's a couple plays in a row. Like, the clock is their biggest enemy. So we got to find a way to manufacture, push the ball down the field, make something happen with that clock running out.
They've got a solid drive working, but now looking at 2nd and 11. Throwing Russell. Look out! Excellent pursuit by this defense as he barely gets back to the line of scrimmage. Now the Aggies will use their last timeout. Now they are powerless to stop the clock with a timeout. Alabama with a lot of ground to cover here on 3rd and long. Dropping back, it's Russell.
Oh, my
It's picked off, and they ruin the
God.
drive with a turnover. Oh, he's got some space. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position. The Aggies offense will have another go at it. Final seconds of the game. They can just take a knee and eliminate all of the drama.
And you're exhaling, too, at this point, because this was a hard-fought football game, David. It could have gone either way. At the end, it was this team that made the most plays, made the fewest mistakes, and they've earned this victory formation.
And by the way, there's nothing more frustrating in the world than playing defense when they take knees. Like, it's a helpless feeling. There's nothing you can do. You have so much rage inside. You just want to hit somebody so hard, and they're just taking a knee, and you just got to take the L.
Timeout is called. The clock stopped with 26 seconds left.
Really nice job stopping the run, but the problem is you have 0 timeouts left. You cannot stop the clock right now if you're the defense, so this has got to be excruciating for them. They know the offense is just going to take their time before they snap the ball.
After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. Here's a little room there. Run ends there.
And I love this because you got 2nd and really, really long. And what's the idea of the offensive coordinator? Get 3rd and manageable. Nice job getting the run, not only a positive run, shoot, you almost got the 1st down. Now you're set up for good success on 3rd down.
And that is how we will wrap this one up.
I'm gonna come back. We trying to break even. Still down by 7, man. It's not looking good, man. But we gotta go get me some more back, yeah.